This video is sponsored by us. Are you looking for some clothing with a little personality? Want to show off your Hazfans pride? Want to maybe help support us in making these YouTube videos? Then come check out the Hazfans store for some top-notch stuff. Link is in the description, or you can visit at hazfansstore.com. Now, on to today's video.
How do you do, he-mans, she-mans, and they-mans of the world? Welcome back to the Hazfans. Today we've got a special one for you, another 50 Facts video covering everybody's favourite pop star from the plane of punishment. That's right, it's the seductive singer, the damned damsel, you love to know her and you hate to love her, it's Verosika Mayday. Coming at you live from the stage or the bar, this gal is sure to stop the show no matter where the spotlight finds her. And today, it's found her here at Hazfans Unlimited because we're happy to give you 50 facts about Verosika Mayday that you may or may not know. Fact number 1. Verosika Mayday is voiced by Christina Valenzuela, a wide-renowned voice actress famous for voicing such characters as Sailor Mars, Miraculous Ladybug, and Robin from Ruby. Number 2. Verosika is a succubus, which means she was born in hell but isn't an imp, putting her in the Hellborn section of Vivziepop's official power chart. Above imps like Blitz, but below sinners like Angel Dust. Number 3. In Season 2, Episode 2, Verosika makes several cameos throughout the episode, such as a page of Blitz's calendar and an adorable little chibi toy. I mean, honestly, where can I buy one of those? Number 4. Verosika's heels seem to be made of metal, given the dagger-like clinking sound they make literally every time we see her walk. Number 5. Being a succubus, she has the ability to induce sexual desire and fire up the hormones of any human that can hear or see her, though demons seem immune to this effect. Number 6. Verosika suffers from alcoholism and apparently didn't kick the habit as of episode 7, Aussies, given how big that drink is. Number 7. Despite not having kicked that habit, she apparently tried to, having gone to rehab before. Which is something you wouldn't really expect to find in hell. I mean, didn't Charlie get laughed at for that idea? Number 8. Speaking of rehab, Verosika apparently knows Blitz's sister and met her there before leaving. While we initially believed her comment about loser wash-ups before mentioning his sister to be nothing more than a dig at him, we now know for certain Blitz has a sister that he's apparently disconnected with, so that statement may hold more validity than we originally thought. Number 9. An interesting design choice, Verosika has stitches up her leggings in a pattern of 3 X's, which is obviously a reference to the triple X symbol used for sexually explicit performances. Number 10. She seems to dislike even being seen with other people she might consider lower in status, given how she absolutely wrecked Wally Wackford with that one shove before any cameras began flashing. Number 11. Despite this, she apparently does have a thing with Wally, as a picture of the salesman posted by the Helluva boss team includes a small post-it note with Verosika's phone number asking him to call her. I can't tell if I'm proud or jealous of the fact that Wackford may have canonically been able to pull Verosika Mayday. Number 12. Verosika also has romantic history with Blitz, and I do mean romantic, not just sexual. We can see in episode 3 she got his name tattooed into her arm, which, by the way, all of you who aren't sad and lonely and actually do have partners, is something you never ever do. That's relationships 101. She must have been pretty confident he was the one. Number 13. Not that we needed any more proof of her hate for Blitz, but apparently she also wants an ever-present reminder because she made the choice to put a garish black X through the aforementioned tattoo instead of altering it or getting it removed. Number 14. She leads a gang of other succubi, and they seem to go what can only be described as hunting during spring break. Verosika gets any humans in the vicinity riled up with her singing, and her gang swoops in to, well, get those engines roaring. Number 15. Some of Verosika's succubus gang may actually have romantic relationships with each other, such as Apple and Coco holding each other at the end of episode 3, or Josh and Ace embracing at Ozzy's in episode 7, despite being succubi with the job of sleeping around, though Verosika doesn't seem to mind. And why would she? Even sex demons need someone to cuddle with after a hard day at work. Number 16. Even though her gang swoops in to snack on humans when she performs, Verosika doesn't seem to partake in the act herself. Since succubi are known to absorb life force through sexual acts, it makes you wonder what she does to keep nourished. Number 17. Even though she's as low on the power ladder as she is, Verosika still owns a very expensive looking convertible that she doesn't even drive herself. Rather, she has Vortex, her hellhound bodyguard, chauffeur her around. Number 18. The heart on her cheek may in fact be a reference to Maria Diamandis, who said during her song How to Be a Heartbreaker that wearing a heart on your cheek is a rule of being a heartbreaker. Number 19. Her powers may not be able to rile up demons, but her presence is apparently still intimidating enough to get Luna to hide from her, and have Stolas, who is several leagues above her, size her up when he finds out she's Blitz's ex. Number 20. It appears Verosika was actually willing to try to make the relationship with Blitz work. Aside from the tattoo, she also apparently did what he wanted in bed, to no reciprocation as we're all very much aware of. Come on Blitz, even with your attachment issues, that's just common decency. Why he felt he had any right to deny this goddess her pleasure is completely beyond me. Number 21. Verosika's favourite drink seems to be Bielsa juice, since she carries it around with her in a flask that matches her outfit. Though I have to question the safety of it when it makes the sounds of a buzzing fly when she pops the top off. Oh, and turns a catfish into a kaiju. Number 22. Verosika says she took Blitz's parking spot because she was doing freelance work for one of the companies in the same office building, and leading a company's team of succubi for spring break, which comprises her gang. Why a company needs that is anybody's guess. Number 23. We can also see, based on the wide shot from the window of her new office, that it's a recording studio, perfect for her to record any new music. Not to mention it's a funny reference to the fact she's voiced by a famous voice actor. Number 24. Apparently, the event that caused the pair to break up, if you can make out what they're saying when they talk over each other, is that Blitz ran out of the hotel room in the middle of the night, leaving Verosika to pay for the room, stole her car, drove it 3 rings to Wrath where Millie and Moxxie are from, and maxed out her credit card on horse riding lessons. I mean, to be fair, I'd be pretty vindictive too. She honestly seems to be taking it well, all things considered. Number 25. Despite her powers not working on demons, Verosika is still apparently enough of a musical talent to earn herself pop star status in Hell as well as Earth, to the point of people asking inappropriate questions, like Millie's inquiry as to what it was like to bone her. We still never got an answer to that, by the way. Number 26. Despite only being 1 rung up from them, Verosika seems to think imps are beneath her, mocking Moxxie and calling them nasty gremlins in episode 3. Number 27. Speaking of Moxxie's assault, Verosika's true demon form appears to be truly monstrous, almost wolfish in appearance with a long pointed face and rows upon rows of jagged fangs. Though she apparently only uses this to a sexual degree, given that Moxxie is covered in lipstick and the, several slurping noises during the attack. Ugh. Number 28. Even though Verosika is a demon born in Hell, according to Blitzo, she and her succubi still appear to contract STDs, and can spread them to humans. Honestly, worth it. I'm sorry, moving on. Number 29. Speaking of humans, Verosika's human disguise dresses differently than her demon self, actually less provocative, given that she doesn't need to try as hard to be provocative in appearance when her voice can do all the work for her. On the flip side, she has to dress that way in Hell to get the same effect because her powers won't affect anybody. Number 30. Speaking of her effect on humans, Verosika is one of the only demons besides Stolas who can access the living world. Thanks to Stolas' book at the end of episode 1 of season 2 and a little bit of rune translation, we believe that's thanks to something called an Osmodian crystal, which is gifted to succubi and gives access to the living world. Number 31. Despite Vortex being Verosika's personal bodyguard and chauffeur, two jobs that combined should total a decent chunk of change, Verosika apparently doesn't pay Vortex enough to get him invested in anything involving her, since he's not paid enough to care about his boss's beef with Blitz. Number 32. Given that we know there seems to be a rule in place about demons exposing themselves to the living world, Verosika, a well-known pop star succubus that is willing to bend rules for her own bidding, seems visibly afraid of this one, willing to forfeit the contest she already won to avoid word getting out that the kaiju fish was her fault. Number 33. Verosika's human disguise seems to require at least a minimal amount of concentration, as her irritation at Blitz almost causes her demon horns to reappear while still in human form. Number 34. Verosika is apparently familiar with getting in trouble with the human law, acting as if sucking pig dick is more of a chore than a truly disgusting act. Number 35. Blitz apparently takes great pride in having won that contest on a forfeit, as a drawing of Verosika can be seen on the IMP whiteboard in episode 4, complete with a walk bitch for added effect. Number 36. Apparently, Blitz wanted their relationship to work too. Verosika makes a brief appearance as a hallucination in Blitz's drug trip in episode 6, saying that despite him not doing well in the solo act, he will still shove away anyone who gets too close until they resent you, implying that she really did see him as more than a one-night stand, but in his fear, Blitz pushed her away. Combined with the picture of the two we got at the end of episode 7, it makes me wonder what a timeline would look like where they never broke up. Number 37. Verosika's gang of succubi either seem to follow her around everywhere or they have impeccably coincidental timing, with Josh and Ace snuggled up on each other at a table at Ozzy's while Milky and Kiki are gathered around Stolas' imp butler. Number 38. Verosika also seems just as interested in sizing up Blitz's current partner, as she's seen for a frame or two during the House of Asmodeus song giving Stolas a similar sizing up that he gave to her earlier. Number 39. Besides watching her ex's relationship, Verosika is also apparently a noted relationship wrecker. Not entirely surprising when it comes to a succubus, but we can actually see that she ruins someone's date when she sprawls across a table at Ozzy's, and the guy at the table starts snapping photos of her whilst on a date with his girlfriend. Look dude, I know that it's not every day Verosika Mayday is lying across your table, but your girlfriend is right there. Subtlety man, it goes a long way. Number 40. There may be a reason as to why Verosika doesn't partake in her gang's sexual acts. She wants more than that. At the end of Moxxie's song in episode 7, you can see her looking up at Millie and Moxxie almost wistfully, before sipping from a new drink that she most likely stole from someone. Number 41. Verosika's relationship with Blitz appears to have been after she became a pop star, going by their selfie together in Blitz's phone that includes her wearing an expensive looking dress. What kind of moves did he have to put on for that to have happened, huh? Number 42. For some reason, Verosika actually still seems to care, however slightly, about Blitz, as she seems almost concerned when he faceplants out of his van in episode 3 before immediately fixing her expression when she knows he's fine. It's a shame she's wearing shades in that scene. The eyes are the window to the soul after all, or the eyes to whatever it is succubus have. Number 43. Verosika apparently got out of rehab because she was still famous, which sounds like she almost certainly paid somebody to get her out. Number 44. Verosika seemed to take some serious offense to Blitz's smell of fish comment, as a line in her song Vacate to Bone Town includes a line about spreading legs and asking how does it smell. Hopefully not like fish. Number 45. Verosika, despite being horrible to almost everyone at IMP and not paying Vortex well enough, actually seems to at least be a caring instructor, because just before they all see the kaiju fish arrive, you can actually see she took her team to get martinis. How considerate of her. Number 46. Verosika still refers to Blitz as Blitzo, but for some reason, most likely due to the past they share, is the only demon who isn't corrected whenever she says it. Number 47. Verosika rented the office across the hall for my MPs because there was no room on the other floors. But the entire room looks like it was designed specifically to inhabit her and her team, what with the overhead music, purple lights, which seem to be her motif, and an entire recording booth set up. Even so, this room is never heard from again, and I have to applaud her commitment to being a diva if the neon lights are part of her needs. Number 48. Even though she has wings and is presumably capable of flight, we've not seen Verosika use them thus far. I hope we do in the future, because I think seeing her fly would be the highlight of my life. Number 49. Verosika also seemingly keeps an eye on current fashion too. Between episodes 3 and 7, she appears to have ditched the choker and gone with a new hairstyle, but kept the fluffy jacket. That thing must be hella comfortable if she still hasn't ditched it. And finally, number 50. During her hallucinogenic appearance in episode 6, Blitz's image of Verosika seems understandably warped, with her dress and her hair matted down and her makeup running as if she were crying. Given these hallucinations seem to be a representation of Blitz's inner demons, it seems as though somewhere deep inside himself, he knows that he was the one to hurt her. And if he's eventually going to fix things with Stolas and live up to what he's done, perhaps one day he'll manage to do the same with Verosika. And I, for one, will be waiting for that day with bated breath. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Our segment on the bourgeoisie of Sorry, I'm now being told I can't call her that. Whatever. But that concludes our bit on Verosika Mayday. Do you think she still misses Blitzo? Did we miss anything you think is important? Let us know down in the comments section. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you want to see encores in the future, steal that subscribe button and take a vacay to Belltown. It certainly helps us out.
Now that was some quality content, right? I love that kind of content, specifically that kind of content. It's great. And if you want more of that, consider supporting our channel on Patreon or join right here on YouTube. We've got 3 tiers of quality extras for you to choose from with access to exclusive content, behind the scenes looks at upcoming projects, and other work in progress stuff. All tiers also get you access to our exclusive Discord where you can chat with our crew and other Hazfans. And in higher tiers, you can also get perks like custom voice work from our team, or even the chance to be in a Hazfans video. Whatever way you'd like to support us, we'd greatly appreciate it. And speaking of thanks, here are this month's amazing contributors. And lastly, a very special thanks to Laus Van Eck, Just Chris, and Richard Nichols. Now, I'm gonna go watch this video again, because, let's be honest, this quality content right here. Have a nice one.